Evening all, 6:05. Rolling out the garage, and it is bike night at the Lowndes. Not yet, it's not. Rev has just had an email. Oh, your T-Move order's in. And I'm on one camera tonight. I haven't got the two because it's going to be a very quick jaunty ride over to see Vince. Bike night at the Lowndes. It is Isle of Man weekend. So, had a notification today. My Temu bits I ordered for Vince have arrived. They arrived at 3 o'clock this afternoon, which means Rev has to scoot home to Little Brick Hill. Did I just give my address away? Everyone knows I live in Little Brick Hill. You won't find my house though. It's the big mansion house as you come into the village. No, it's not. I'm not telling you where I live. Anyway, scooting home to Little Brick Hill, I pick up the Isle of Man bits, and then I've got to scoot back to the garage to pick up Pilly, and then we'll go to bike night at the Lowndes. Are you going straight over? Oh my god, are you coming straight over? You are. Go for it. Here's the guys. They're heading off to bike night at the Lowndes. I know they are, but Rev's going home first. Anyway, through the cameras, and as always, wheeling the bike out, I've knocked the left mirror. Got a good view of my chest though. Yes, with all my ice details on there in case of emergency. Call that. You're not seeing Mrs. B's number. Right, let's set the mirror out. There we go. I can see in my mirror again now. I can see the traffic behind. See that? You can keep your bloody nose in. BMW. No, it's 40 Rev. Behave. So, I get to do the best bit, the hill climb. Right, let's drop that sun visor. Get a bit of... oh god, you stay below the speed, Rev. Rocky just wants to go. Right, load of new bits have all turned up as well. Friday night live stream, I have got some more giveaways. We've posted everything. We've finally posted everything. Jesus H. Christ. I went to the post office yesterday, and Nigel's got his Oxford ring. Mark from a couple of weeks ago has finally got his bandana or balaclava. It just takes me ages to get out because getting stuff picked up or delivered is absolutely bloody horrendous for me. So normally I have to scoot everything down to the local post office because they won't pick up from the village. Poxy Royal Mail. Or I could use obviously DPD, which cost me an arm and a poxy leg, seeing as all my stuff is freebie giveaways. Go Rock. Within the limits, behave. So yeah, getting stuff out is an absolute nightmare. So now I've got stuff posted. We've got another load to give away tomorrow night. Yay! And ABR is only about 33 days away. And yet again, I have another Temu freebie, whether it arrives in time, but I've got a tent to give away. I might donate that to the local scout group, see what they say about it. Right, Rev's nearly home. I'm not showing you where I live in the village, so we'll edit out here, and I will see you in a few when we are coming down the other side of the hill into the traffic. See you in a few.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Right, we're up. First gear, in the mirror, over this side. Or no, we'll go that side actually. Back there is CAF. We don't need a sat nav, we know where we're going. Lowndes Arms for Vince. Right. Let's brave the Bletchley traffic and see what happens. And it's only 6:30, so we should be at Lowndes by about 7:15. Depending on traffic. Right. Let's go, people. Come on. There we go. Let's put up my little picture of a bike. There we go. But we know where we're going. Down the Watling Street. And it's lovely and sunny tonight. It's a bit blustery. You can see by the trees. Blowing a little bit. But won't take us long to get there. Not on old rock. So, some interesting bikes we had in today. A couple we've been working on. The Speedmaster's had its new disc and pads put on. The Vulcan went yesterday. Dean's a very happy man, as he should be, because I spent 5.5 hours on that bike. Couple of MOTs, done a little Medina today for Ellie. She's all happy and got her bike back and it's all working. She only paid 400 quid for it second hand, so good little bargain you got there, Ellie. She's going to be joining us on some future ride outs. Come on, taxi. And everybody's waiting for the smart car to shift its arse, so we'll go. He's going that way. We're going up the back of the industrial estate because they've got rid of the traffic lights now. Right, which way are you going? You're going that way without an indicator, thank you. More numpties out. And he's got loads of time to get out in front of me because it's 30 mile an hour road, loads of room. Across the top, down a couple of dual carriageways, and we are at the Lowndes Arms. Now it's Isle of Man week this week, so in the top box, 10 Isle of Man beanies and an Isle of Man flag for Vince. And he said to me, can you judge a competition tonight? What do you want me to do? Best Jap, best cruiser, best sports bike? Of course I can. And we're going to give away some beanies. Why not? Come on, Kia, move your bum. They'll all make their mind up which way they want to go in a minute. I was going to try and get the cardos up tonight so I could have a little chat with Kath on the back, but we'll get round to that. Bloody DMC Mesh Communications, drive me mad. Right, down here, and this being a filter lane, we can come in there, check the mirror, and then scoot out into traffic. We're all good. Down in the 40s. Once we get out the other side, we will gonna blat it. Red bomb. Where's the bloody Tesla going? Right, we're gone. Right, we're going to do the boring bit. We'll catch you in a few once we are arriving at the Lowndes Arms. We'll see you in a few. Yours.
Many hours later.
See you later. There we go. That sounds right. Now. See you later, Vince. So that was an interesting meet. We met up with Paula Freeman, 217 on TikTok. Out on the Harley tonight. Loads and loads of bikes there tonight. Did a little competition. We gave away the Isle of Man beanies. Best Jap, best British, best sports bike, best 125, best custom. And everybody's had an Isle of Man beanie tonight, so great night at the bike night at Lowndes Arms again. Caps up the back. Matey boy in the car can wait. We shall go in there. Come on, love, move your car. So, the weekend at bike night at the weekend at the Lowndes Arms, all good. Sunday lunch in there is absolutely banging. Go and see Dan. If you fancy a decent Sunday lunch, and I'm talking top quality food, Dan at the Lowndes Arms does a fantastic Sunday lunch. You might catch me in there some Sundays, because I prefer to come out with Mrs. B and have a Sunday lunch at the Lowndes, because the food in there is absolutely banging. So, well worth a visit. And they do quiz nights and bingo nights and competitions all week. So I was looking at Gary Mack does like a bingo quiz, so disco bingo. They play disco tunes and you basically cross off the song, and then they pay for a line in the full house. That's quite interesting, that. The one that they do is obviously they do a drag night in there with a host called Sandy Flaps. Can't beat a bit of Sandy Flaps. Normally get that on the beach. No, behave. But yeah, that's another good night. Sandy Flaps, Gary Mack, loads of stuff going on at the Lowndes Arms. Well worth a visit, guys. So if you happen to be in Milton Keynes, Wadden, bike night at the Lowndes every 2 weeks. We shall be back there in 2 weeks' time. Next week is Oakley, so we shall go off and do that one. We've also got Toxic Throttle on the 10th, which is the second Tuesday of the month. That'll be 10th of June, up at Newport Pagnell at the Rose and Crown. So next week for us is going to be Oakley. We're back to Oakley. This weekend I think we may do gasoline juice. I don't know yet. We shall see. The wind's died off. Thank God for that. It was blowing a gale on the way down. I am back in the garage at 6 o'clock in the morning. Got a set of brake pipes to do on a car, which I'm going to give him Phil a hand with. I don't do cars, I do bikes. But a lot of bikes in for tomorrow. And we've also sold the R66. So watch out for a test ride coming up on that one. We have sold an OCR as well, so another load of test rides coming up next week. If you do want bikes, keep an eye out for that. And also 2 new bikes from Lexmoto. Yes, we've got 2 more new models coming out, which is going to be a replacement for the Michigan and a replacement for the Detroit, known as the R66 and the R66 Plus. So everything's R66 at the moment. So you've got the R6, R66, R66 Plus and the R66 E55. Loads of new bikes coming out. Great. Good to see they finally got their act into gear. And all the Euro 5.5 bikes are coming out only like 6 months late. Bike sales at the beginning of the year were absolutely bloody dire. Everybody's struggling. And I was chatting to Chris at Triumph, and he said even they are struggling selling Triumphs. Everybody's struggling this year. The whole of the UK is in a recession. We are buggered. Thanks to Keir Starmer, the people harmer as we call him. Bring back Boris and Nigel Farage, that's what I say. See how we get on. But yeah, money is tight this year. Everybody is struggling. Everything's gone up. So unfortunately, noddy nod, he's going for it. Unfortunately, if you have got a bike, it's going to cost you more this year than it did last year. Unfortunately, as we say. Anyway, we're going to wrap up here. Me and Kath are going to go and have a little bit of a social ride and a bit of fun together. We will see you on the next one. Don't forget, live stream Friday. Until then, guys, though, be well, ride safe, and from Rev and Kath, as always, it's a big goodbye from us.